We've been working with the San Angelo community since the 1960s. We went from an organization that helped about 50 animals a year to what we're doing today, which is, thousands of animals coming through our door. We do over 1,000 local adoptions. We transport close to 1,000 animals a year. We have an emergency vet fund to help the community. And then we do hundreds of spay neuters for the community at low cost as well. It's not just about shelter, although that's a very important role, but it's about helping the community and reaching out to them, educating them, because we believe, like Maya Angelou once said, once you know better, you do better.
What I love most about working for PAWS is that you get to spend time getting to know all the animals, and then you get to watch how great it is once they finally find their forever homes, especially the ones that have struggled or have been here a long time, because they all do deserve living homes.
So I've always worked with animals my whole life. Never really been without them. The dog I had before Rocco had just passed away. I had just prayed about it and prayed something would come along that would tell me it's time, to go look or just, And it was that day when I saw PAWS on TV, I decided to go. And that's where I found Morocco. He'd been there for a long, long time.
He is one of our longest stays here. He originally was brought into the animal shelter. He stayed over there for over a year. He had what looked like a chemical burn along his side. It was healing, but it wasn't completely healed. A lot of people see scars on dogs and they think that they're fighting and stuff like that, but that's not always true.
I feel like he was looked over because of his scars, and I have a lot of scars myself. I think we bonded over that maybe, and I just know I had to have him, and I brought him home. He's just got a quirky personality, and I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I had lost my cat of 16 years, and so I was kind of in that medium space of, do you get another cat? I don't want to be alone, but you still have this memory. Cindy Shepherd does a lot of work through PAWS. She said, I've got this perfect cat for you. He's been outside, but he's really sweet now. My son died 5 years ago, and so when I went those few months without a cat, just any animal at all, I really started going back into that depression. And so he really kind of keeps me out. It keeps me motivated.
So Bomba, I fostered her. One of her adopters, his wife, unfortunately had dementia. Bomba stayed with her through all of it.
So my wife, she was just wanting something to pet and love on. And I was worried about getting a puppy. And Macy says, I have a dog that might work.
She was the last on her euthanasia list in May of 2024 from the city shelter. She was deemed dog aggressive because we have play groups to kind of see if they're dog friendly. Doesn't always mean that they are not dog friendly, just because, it's a very stressful environment coming out of the shelter. And at the time I was able to take her home and keep her separated from all of mine and just let her decompress. I was like, just let us, see if it'll work out. But after about a week and a half, she started playing with our dogs on her own. She jumped our barrier. And then we slowly started introducing her, and she actually became our greeter dog. For when we would bring a new dog in, she'd start playing with them and see if they were dog friendly.
She was so loving, and she was totally trained. So when we got her here, she was already potty broke and going to her kennel and stuff. So that was perfect for us. My wife had dementia and was getting bad, and Bomba was in her lap the whole time and filled the needs we needed. And then when we had to go to hospice, they let her into the hospital and hospice, and for a week, this dog laid in her bed with her. The loving and the compassion she gave for my wife is what meant everything to me. He gave her what she needed those last months of her life. And then when she passed, she became my companion and the whole family, so she's found a loving home.
Concho Valley PAWS helps thousands of animals every year, and we can't do that without donor support. Without us here being able to fulfill this mission, these animals will go unhelped. That means more animals on the streets. That means more animals being abused, neglected, and not treated.
100% of the funds that we are donated go to the animals, either in our care or the ones in the public that need help through our compassion fund. Every bit goes to the animals that are needing it.
And we just ask that you continue to support us and help us move forward as we help make San Angelo a better place for pets and the people who love them. Yes, we're saving animals, but we're also rescuing people too.